Hey, I'm Shelly.
And I'm Angela.
And this is Real Talk Dating Exposed,
where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of dating in your 40s.
Welcome to 2025.
This is our first episode of 2025,
right? 2025. Yeah. And we have an amazing guest on today. Justin, a.k.a. Concrete, which is his nickname. He did not learn that until
just learned
today.
About it. Yeah.
But Justin, tell us who you are.
My name's Justin Kaufmann, 40 years old, a few kids, business owner, and entrepreneur.
Okay, awesome.
What do you like to do for fun?
MMA, wrestling, still, my old ass age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of drives me.
Okay. Are you single, taken, divorced, married? What's your situationship?
Yeah, I got divorced a few years ago, dated a gal for a few years, and then exited that about 6 months ago.
How long were you married for?
2009 to about 15 years.
15 years. Okay.
And why did you think, along with us, that you would be a fantabulous guest on our podcast?
I don't know. I think the dating scene is a little crazy. I think there's a lot to how men feel and women feel. It's two different things right now.
What do you think makes it crazy?
I think women are like, I don't know, like outlooks of like, why does this guy not like me? Why this, that? We're looking for comfort. Like if you're a unicorn of a man, and I think it's like that 5 to 8% of us out there, that small amount that maybe women really are looking for, to be honest.
Well, then how do we land that 5%?
I think we're scared.
You're scared.
The small 5 to 8% are scared of what?
Every day, like I tell my young wrestlers, football players, like I coach a lot, right? And I'm like what you want to be as a man. This is what you do to become a unicorn. Like change tires, be fucking rounded, do everything you can do, be a great father, be an entrepreneur, be successful, whatever you're going to do, be a great provider, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what you strive for as a man for a long time. And then you get that. Then the woman that you choose has to match that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the peace, coming home to peace. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to find. Now I'm scared of it.
Scared of peace.
Women.
Yeah.
Because you finally found peace.
I have everything I want.
Yeah. You mentioned being grounded, so I want to kind of dive into that a little bit. What do you do that keeps you grounded?
You talking lacking arrogance, narcissism? What do you mean?
You know, you had said the 5 to 8%, right? Like you guys are grounded.
No, so my dad was a Navy guy. He was hard, right? So he taught many things. Like I teach my kids crazy shit. Like if you had conversations or listen to my conversations with my sons, you'd be like, you're fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Like mine's like, hey, you do this, this, and this. You give orgasms first. Like there's weird shit we talk about.
Oh, let's hear
of being
about
a
it.
unicorn.
Oh, let's hear about it.
Like I'm
what
like,
makes a unicorn then? Break it down. And
so my son's the #1 fighter in the world, youth fighter, and I'm like, dude, I don't care how tough you are. Like that's a big part of our program, but like also like you can change a tire, right? Like you can lick an ass, right? Like you're gonna give it love too, right? So there's raising men are different. And then you have a daughter, you're raising a daughter. I'm raising a daughter too.
Yeah.
So
how does that conversation look different?
It's way different.
Well, give us a little peek into the conversation you're having with your daughter.
Oh, so my daughter's is more like, so she's 27 now as a wrestler this year as a freshman. That's crazy. She's knocking off state champs right now. But that's what we do. Like I taught her that. Like people are like, why are your kids so at the high elite level? Well, dude, if you give a kid a book every day, they're going to be geniuses, right? By 15, 20, they're going to be smart as shit. So my thing is with my daughter, like she grew up in our fight gym. She's a 4.5 student. She's so smart. You show her something one time, she's great. And so I'm so proud of her, but she's a catch to a man. One day she'll be a major catch to a man. I think me and her brothers built a major catch to a man. And at the same time, we're going to hold that accountable. So with the daughter, it's different. It's just like, this is what a man has to give you for you to get back, right?
So is it like is it oxymoronic?
It's
when you
a
tell
little
each
bit.
of them? Because you're teaching the men, like your boys, one way, but then, I mean, are you raising your boys to be the kind of man that you'd want your daughter to date?
Yeah, I am now. I think because I think what you realize, like the oldest boy is a few years older and sister.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bro, you just have random hot chicks around. Well, he's the champ, right? So you're like, like normal 16, 15-year-old boys don't have 3 girls picking them up on a Friday night to take them to a party. He's the champ. So that's what the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. Now it's more like, dude, like where you at ethically, like treating women good, like building something more compassionate, more caring, not gaslighting young women.
Yeah.
So I'm harder on my boys now, my older boy.
For sure.
With my daughter, it's like, you're almost 15. You're about to turn 15. Soon this dude's going to come and say, hey, I want to have a date with you. You're going to go out, like you're going to be classy. You're going to go, he's going to pick you up. If you don't open your door, you just walk back into dad. Like come back in the house. Like there's rules, you know what I'm saying? Like we talk about weird shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that my daughter will always be open, and she is so open. And I love that because I built a relationship that I don't hide my crazy side of who I am with my kids. So they're comfortable with being honest all the time.
I love that.
I think when it's time for my daughter to do certain things, that she's going to come to dad first or right away after.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
And she feels comfy to do that.
Yeah, because I'm dad. So essentially it's me and my 3 teenage kids at my house.
Awesome.
And then you have a little.
Yeah, I have a little.
Yeah.
That was after
an oops.
No, it wasn't an oops. Like that was after a marriage that I started dating a gal, teacher, educated, very good looking, smart. I liked everything about her. We had a great time. And she got pregnant and I was good with it. Now I'm super good with it because he's so amazing, right? Yeah. So he brings a lot of substance to you. But at the same time, we had this great relationship. You have a kid, a 40-year-old woman has a kid. Mm-hmm. And then there's a lot of changes for a 40-year-old woman.
For sure.
I'm like, wait, I was the best thing since sliced bread. And now we still have sex 3-5 days a week. But like outside of that, we're not even fucking homies.
Yeah.
Like it was this weird to me. Like I feel like I lost her as a friend too.
Because of the baby?
Yeah.
Because she was like,
I'm with this dude.
on that. Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. And there's time for a woman to regrow. Having a kid at 40 years old is a real thing. Like, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't imagine.
I think you're more well-rounded and you can provide things to your kid in an older age. You have more life experience, right? You could be a better parent per se in many ways, but on the flip side, it's like you lived your whole life up to 40.
Yeah.
YOLOing. And then now you're responsible for a little human.
Yeah. And that was 6 months ago, and we kind of
separated,
parted at that time. And so the last 6 months has been a little different.
Do you want more?
Huh?
Do you want more kids?
No.
What if you met someone that was stars are aligned, everything is perfect, and she wants more kids?
The hardest thing now as at my age, and I'm still out, like, you know, in certain places, and I'm out and about. And naturally, we're in a modern day. It's weird as shit because I don't think our dads were this way, but 25-year-old women love 40-year-old men now, right? Because we lack self-entitlement. Maybe we're a little different. We're not playing video games, live with our parents. Like, we're grown men. Mm-hmm. So now, like, it's kind of weird because 25-year-old women like 40-year-old men.
Do 40-year-old men like 25-year-old women?
Why did I know Angela was going to ask me?
I mean,
like, I knew.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mental. I think many 40-year-old men would be very happy hanging out with 25-year-old women, like on a substance level, like a dumb substance level.
Just right? Like service level.
Yeah, more service, like fun. I think when you are an extremist of running a company, success, you wake up at 5 a.m. and your first feelings are like, how great can I be today? Doesn't match with a 25-year-old.
But you've been with 25-year-olds.
What do you mean by been with?
I mean, you've dated. Were you not? Yes.
23, so at some 25.
Yeah. So then what is, why? Based on what you're saying right now, like if that's not going to be your fulfillment long term, is it more just, is that why you're doing it? Because you don't have to worry about the long term because you're like, this is fun in the moment. And
you're asking more what I've learned in the last half a year.
For sure.
More than anything. Yeah. I thought that it was cute at first. Like it could be doable. And then you sit down, have dinner, spend time. I mean, one day, like my company lost like 17 grand on this job. I'm fucking frustrated, right? And so I go to dinner with this young gal and I'm like, oh, she's like, how's your day? I'm like, oh, she asking how my day is. Like, that's a good thing. And I'm like, no, we had a pretty shitty day. Like they fucked up. We lost like 17 grand on this job. And she's like, oh, check out the Snapchat. And I was like, yo, like, It's just fuck. I called my mom. I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get my life together, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So let me ask you, are you on the dating apps?
I've never been on a dating app.
How do you feel about people our age on the dating apps?
I'm an anti-dating app.
Okay, why?
I believe for a man on the man side, like if you're a true unicorn, and this is an arrogant narcissism bullshit that I'm telling you right now, right? Because I feel this way, but I believe in it. But I'm like, listen, like if you are financially successful, you're a great father. I'm an MMA guy, right? Like, so like kind of alpha-y. Mm-hmm. But I just think if you're that guy, dude, I'll spark a conversation at Fry's, Safeway. It don't matter. I'm going to close the deal if I want to go out with her. Mm-hmm. I know that. So I think a dating site for a man is weakness to me. And not to be an asshole because there's so many men. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but for sure. Even my buddies that are on dating sites, I go, bro, you're a bitch. Like, bro, like, if you're a man, like, go out and be like, you could go anywhere. Go to the grocery store, dude. Show up at Lululemon, walk around. Yeah. Like, oh, there's a cute girl. Like, she don't have a ring on. Say hi to her, dude. Yeah. I'm more that way. I'm like an outgoing personality that I'm never going to be on a dating website.
What do you think about women on there though?
Well, then so it goes back to what I just said. Now it's sketchy, right? Because women are on there and they're looking for this man that's like, oh, maybe he's a good provider. He's smart. He's going to bring substance. He's going to like be able to have a great conversation, deep intellectual lifestyle with me. Dude, maybe not find him on there because that's what I think is the weaker men. For sure. In my opinion. And that's an asshole narcissism thing that I'm shooting out. But I think those are the weaker men.
In general.
In general.
Interesting.
So where do you meet people then? If you're not on the apps? Are you going to say bars?
Oh, yeah.
Grocery store? Where?
Yeah. I met a very beautiful, like 30-year-old chick at Fry's. Yeah. Was she crazy? Batshit crazy. But you know what I'm saying? But I met her and hung out with her.
You're just walking down looking for apples and lock eyes.
I'm going to close the deal no matter what. But like, yes, I hung out there and I'm like, yeah, don't have sex with this chick because like she's fucking crazy. Uh-huh. Because you're going to have more problems. That and
Did you have sex with her?
I didn't yet.
Yet.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not going to? Okay. No. I don't know what close the deal. Like, what do we mean by that?
Yeah. No, she's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. When you say close the deal, like take her out.
Yeah. When you're saying close the deal.
No, like I was going to put myself in a position of power. I know that like once I get to hang out with a woman and a couple dates, like she's going to like me no matter what. I know that.
Has there ever been?
But I'm saying, no, there hasn't. Well, if I got dates, like never have I failed. But
like, are you in it to win it? Or are you in it? Or is that your ego that you just want it landed?
It's 100% your ego.
No.
Because it's okay if someone doesn't like you. It doesn't mean that like you're not a good person. It's just you're not their person.
I wouldn't die off on that. I'm saying like, my thing is, because we got to be honest about it. Like, if I met this beautiful 35-year-old woman that's smart and she gives a lot and she's a good person, I'm in, 100%.
In meaning what?
Like I would be with her. I wouldn't date other women. But there's inner peace. We're scared. As men, we're scared. Like successful, smart men, like when you're out there dating, if you do meet that nice guy that's probably has a lot to offer, at the same time, he's like, oh, dude, like 6 months later, a year later, we bring her into my home. And then all of a sudden, I'm coming home from like my business meeting and I'm depressed because she's a fucking pain in the ass, not substance of, oh, I'm going to calm his storm. Yeah. Dude, successful men are looking for a calming storm. Nobody else is going to calm
tell you how
storm.
many men have said that to me that are successful.
Isn't that fucking true?
Literally, which I don't know how I feel. Like, be my peace, not my, I mean, there's so many different, what is it?
But I do think that women are a little crazy.
In what way?
Just like way? Men are a little crazy. But I feel like just like us, we're good alone. And you and I talk about this all the time. Like we have peace alone. We have peace in our home. And so when you have someone that comes in, male, female, that's not grounded and is doing things externally or internally to seek validation, that can disrupt that peace, especially if they're not aware of it, which they're probably not.
I felt this drastically the last 6 months.
Which is
like my home is functioning at such a high level.
So it makes you want to question bringing someone into that.
It does, because like your kids are championing, right? Like your business is championed. Your home, you come in and I can pay cleaners. It smells good and everything's good and my laundry's done and like I'm pretty content. And then there's friends and young friends to take care of other things for a man. So then you're like, okay.
What do you mean by that?
Like lady friends, like life. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Okay. So like if you're willing to like find that woman at your 40, we're usually talking 40-year-old stage, right?
For sure.
So like I said, like, am I content saying that my home is so fulfilled with success that I'm not going to be with a woman unless there's so much inner peace to be in my home?
But in the meantime, you're going to have these
I'm probably going to have young girlfriends
on the side just to like
call them
be
girlfriends?
there. Young lady friends. What do you want to call them? Like,
I mean, are there multiple at one time? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a clean cut guy.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
So no, like you date young women, and my thing that I'm proud of, like honestly, is that I don't gaslight women.
You're 100% honest.
So I like, you're 25 years old. I'll be like, listen, like, yeah, can we go out on New Year's and party and have a good time? Maybe we hang out after, whatever. I'm good with it. But like, I'm probably not going to be your boyfriend, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't gaslight.
Do you think that they stick around in hopes of that?
I mean, you are smart enough to know that women pay attention to what you do, not what you say. So you could sit there all day long and tell them, like, I'm not going to be your boyfriend, but if you're taking them out on New Year's and you're having sex with them, they're going to stick around in hopes, especially at that age. And you run the ship. And that's probably why you like it too. And no judgment here. But like 25-year-olds are easier to manipulate. And I'm not saying you're trying to manipulate in a bad way, but it's easier to just kind of do
their
the way.
Surface level. They don't expect as much from you as a successful, grounded 40-year-old woman. And so is there a part of this that you're like, okay, I'm going to take the path of least resistance here so I can get what I need as a man. But by doing that, are you then preventing what you're actually looking for from coming into your life?
No, because the window is open for looking for that. Like I told you, because we get to a certain age and like 40-year-old women, right? Like I'm not shitting on 40-year-old women. Mm-hmm. That 40-year-old woman comes into my life and like, she's fucking phenomenal. She's winning. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like there's no, oh, this 25-year-old with a hot ass and fucking abs looks great and she's fun. If we're going to be honest.
So you'd like push that right to the right by side. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, but let me tell you this, like in just a substance level of where I'm at right now in life, am I okay with the 25-year-old woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I'm becoming not okay with it.
Yeah.
Why? Because you mentally fucktard me. Like you're mentally killing me.
Who?
Young women.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I
that's
can't
what I was
even
going to say too. So it's like fun till it's but then
fun
because you are like intelligent. I mean, we know you're 100. That's why we wanted you on too. Because I'm like, you're not going to sugarcoat shit.
Yeah.
You're smart. Like you're self-aware. You have all of these things. 25-year-olds don't have that. So at some point, that's going to weigh on. I mean,
well, and then also, what message are you sending to your daughter?
Hard part.
Yeah.
Drastically.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We have time for one more question and then we got to wrap this episode up. But what is your worst dating story?
Do you have one?
No.
You don't have.
I feel like you don't have a date. I knew he was going to say that. No, that's all the hardest magical. Question ever. You didn't have a bad.
They're not magical, but like I feel like I'm just in a position of like what I've done in my life that the power I manage what's going on.
So you've never had a bad date? Something happened where you're like, is this chick fucking serious?
Bro, like once a week. What do you mean? Like you're hanging out young girls. You're like, are you special needs? Like you're looking at them like. Because
so it's just become part of your norm.
We're hating on young men like, oh, bro, you're 25, you live at home, play Xbox.
Yeah.
But 25-year-old women ain't that much better.
Different. I agree.
It's like, wait, you're still in college?
So your expectations are so low that you're not really getting disappointed. I think that's what
that's the consensus here.
I mean, I fucking love that.
We're shitting on young people.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate the honesty. If you're not following us, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of the things.
Spotify.
Thanks for listening.